Well, it's now just after 1 p.m. in Cairo, and anti-Mubarak protesters are gathering in large numbers yet again for today's so-called Day of Rage. ABC correspondent Mark Willacy is in Tahir Square, and he joins us now on the phone. Mark, what sort of numbers are in the square at the moment, and what's the mood?
Well, I've been here about a week now, and I can tell you it's the biggest crowd that I've seen in Tahir Square since coming to Cairo. And I have to say that the mood is quite jubilant. The protesters seem to have bounced back from the great disappointment of Mr. Mubarak's speech and his refusal to go last night. There is a feeling maybe that they can contain this protest in the square, avoid confrontations, keep it a peaceful demonstration, and hopefully avoid that much-feared clash with the army should it occur.
Well, indeed. Take us through the military, because I know that in the past 2 hours the Military Supreme Council has released a second statement. Any indication of how they are going to respond to today's protest?
Well, what the military are saying, the top brass of the military, they're saying that they will lift the 30-year state of emergency. They will bring in constitutional changes as highlighted by Mubarak's regime. They will guarantee free and fair elections in September, but they've warned that this protest must end because they can't countenance any threats to national security. So the military is basically saying, we guarantee we can push through these free and fair elections, we can give you the changes you want, you have just got to leave, get back to your homes, go back to your jobs, we will guarantee you'll get what you want.
We've been watching some live pictures there from Tahir Square, and I suppose the question really is, will people listen to that advice? There was certainly, as you said, disbelief when President Mubarak said last night he wouldn't stand down. Do people really now have the expectation that he will go even after that speech?
Well, this is a very stubborn president, but he's dealing with a very stubborn protest movement. What we do know from speaking to protesters here today in the square is that they say they will not move. Their main goal is to get rid of Hosni Mubarak first, his regime second, and then implement reforms and immediate elections. Now, that does not quite gel with what the military is offering. So what I think will happen is that these protesters will stay, and what we've seen right now is a massive turnout. I've watched Friday prayers today. We were here with thousands of people bowing towards their God. They're now up and they are planning their little protests and their rallies. Whether they move out of the square or not is the big issue for this afternoon.
Mark Willacy in Cairo, many thanks.
Thank you.